And joining me in studio, it's Megan Bosworth, the Clinical Director of Perinatal Services at Henry Mayo Newhall. Megan, just make sure you're right up against the mic.
Hi.
We'll make sure you can even pull it closer if you like.
Okay, great.
Awesome. Now, I've heard of neonatal services, but before this interview, I had never been aware that there was even such a thing as perinatal services. I was even talking to our station manager. He's got like 32 kids. It's ridiculous. And I was like, oh, I have an interview today. He's like, oh, really? With who? I said, Megan Bosworth, perinatal clinical director. And he said, no, it's prenatal. So he had no idea. And so I can't imagine we're the only people. What are perinatal services?
Oh, great question. Perinatal services are servicing the family during the prenatal period with childbirth classes, breastfeeding classes, through the pregnancy, through the delivery, and then through the postpartum period, which is up to 1 year after the baby's born.
Oh, really? Up to a year? Wow. Now, this month is Maternal Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yes.
And I've wondered this for some time because it seems to be a very common thing. Why do so many women struggle with postpartum depression?
So we actually, formerly known as postpartum depression, we call it now perinatal mood and anxiety disorders.
Okay.
And what that means is just any of those feelings during that postpartum time that moms may experience. It is the most common complication of childbirth. 1 in 5 women will suffer from a perinatal mood or anxiety disorder. It's not just depression. It's often anxiety, which could be in conjunction with OCD, with intrusive thoughts, consistent worrying, so it's really, the scope has broadened. It's not just that classic postpartum depression.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's a lot of pressure. Yeah, I mean, you just brought in a
Yes.
new human to the world. That's a lot of pressure. I have trouble taking care of myself. So if I brought in a human, I couldn't imagine the anxiety. Now, we're talking about mental awareness, but I also have to believe that health and nutrition have a huge part in factoring into that. So now, food-wise, is there anything we shouldn't be eating while we're pregnant? I mean, there's the old saying, you're eating for two, but is that true? Is it really anything goes, or should we have some kind of restriction? Could there be any kind of food that could be harmful to the child?
There's a lot of literature out there, but really just making sure you're eating well-balanced meals, taking in enough calories, exercising moderately, what your body's used to. Don't start any new routine when you're pregnant.
Right.
And just staying hydrated really is the most important thing, staying away from recreational drugs and,
Of course.
the well-known things.
Yeah, common sense.
Common sense.
Exercise some
Yeah.
common sense.
Yeah.
And don't exercise too hard. Could that be a factor?
If you're used to exercising hard, it's fine to continue during pregnancy. But really, always check with your physician, making sure that you get the okay from them.
Again, we were talking to Megan Bosworth. You're the Clinical Director of Perinatal Services at Henry Mayo Newhall. And you and the entire staff at Henry Mayo, look, they want you to take advantage and enjoy the process and journey of pregnancy. It's a miracle of birth. And to do your guys' part, you guys have a comprehensive 7-week labor of love class.
Yes,
take
we
me
do.
through that. 7 weeks. What are we learning?
7 weeks. You start from the beginning, how you got here, and what to expect through the whole process. It's a really fun class, and we just go through the stages of labor, how to get through it, what to expect, how to breastfeed, how the family dynamic is going to change, what to look for with that. And then we also, the American Heart Association comes in and teaches CPR for infants and children, which is really exciting.
Is this a couples thing? Can you
It's
go by
couples.
yourself?
You can go by yourself. You can bring your friend. You can bring your
Bring your
mom,
parents.
your sister, whoever. Yeah.
Yeah, whoever's going through this process with you.
Exactly. It's just you really want whoever's going to be your team to be there.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
And if you guys want to learn some more information, it's coming up. First session is May 12th. That's a week from Saturday. It's Saturday Childbirth Education. It's a 1-day class. If you guys want some more information, go to henrymayo.com and just search Labor of Love, Perinatal Services, and it's all right there, all the information.
Yes.
Megan, thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
in. I'm sure I'll see you around.
Yes.
And thanks.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Take care.
Take care. Time is 3:44. We'll take a quick break, and we'll have more music coming up right after these words.